We got Kevin on the skidder now. He's kind of bunching some logs, got a drag ready. I cut 4 or 5, 6, I don't know, kind of plugged up the road all back through there. So he's gonna bunch the logs out of the way, then go back and push the brush up, get it cleared up out of the road. I've got this little guy right here, a bad tree. I'm gonna try to swing him to where he misses this little guy here, because that's a good young tree. We can look forward to it on the next harvest down the road. Several little trees like that down through here. Another good tree to cut there. Just scattered out on these little creeks and ditches through here. Walnut's cutting pretty good this morning. Now while Kevin's back over the little ridge there down the creek, something caught my eye, a treetop. That thing up there, of course it belonged to this guy right here. That's a pretty good tree. It grows in kind of an interesting place, kind of sharing a root system with this elm here, right under this rock ledge formation. This is really neat here. Anytime you get on these creeks and through these little rock formations, I really enjoy working areas like this. The trees can sometimes be a bear cat to get out, but that's why we have winches now. Right now, that's the only walnut I'm seeing down here. I see some really good sycamore. Nope, I see another walnut. 2 more walnut up through there. But looks like we can get down a lot easier right there than we can back over here. That's pretty narrow and steep, obviously made for side-by-side. You just never know what you'll see on some of these jobs as far as landscape. Things that a lot of people don't ever see. It's part of what makes the job so great. Now, some of these trees that we cut this morning weren't super big, but this is the reason we cut them. We seen deterioration in the tree, and rather to let it just stand there and go to waste. Excuse me, I'm having trouble talking per usual. Yeah, instead of letting it stand there and go to waste, we just went ahead and cut it. That way we can get something out of it and utilize it. It'll be less competition for the residual trees, taking sunlight and nutrients out of the ground. Just all around a better deal for the timber stand. Short drags this morning. Just up there to the top of the hill. I think he's about got all these we cut this morning right through here. Now over where I just was underneath the little rock formation, I've got some cut there. He hasn't got out yet, of course, but he gets all these out. He can come back and push the tops out of the way, keep the access road here clear. And one thing about this access road, it gets pretty greasy when it's wet, so like this big tree here, kind of eliminating some of this stuff that put a canopy over the road. Drying times will be a little faster on that aspect of things. So right behind Kevin, there's a fence. That walnut's wanting to fall that way. We don't want to hit the fence. So I've left a little bit holding. And Kevin's going to give it a little persuasion. Oh, that's unfortunate. Aggravating things. Seems like this time of year, when it gets cold like this, of course it's not even real cold here in Southwest Missouri, these things get brittle, and if you don't watch it, they'll come apart pretty easy. Now luckily up here in the top, it probably didn't hurt things too much. The main concerns are butt cuts here, and that's not terrible. We can live with that. For that piece of lumber, that'll clean up pretty nice. This one's cut off. This one will be cut off. Kevin can take them to the deck. Rounding out the day, loading up some veneer. Just headed back east. Go forward if you would a little bit. I think that'll get us. I always try to be pretty cautious loading other people's trailers. And for that, we get high praise on guys wanting to come to our yard to load.